George McCleary is a realtor who owns his own development company. The star of his own viral video, we showed you this, about just how easy progressive cities make it to get away with stealing, squatting, whatever you want to call it.
We got a free house in Portland, Oregon. Find a vacant house that somebody was trying to rent. And I called the utility companies and had the utilities put in my name. When the owner showed up, I politely explained that this was my house now and they need to leave. The owner decided it would be cheaper to just give me a chunk of cash to leave rather than continue paying the lawyer. So I just got 9 months of free rent in a house that otherwise would have cost me $3,000 a month, plus a nice cash for keys check. And I wasn't even charged with anything.
All right, George is back with us now. How did you see that this problem was going to explode?
Well, Leland, the cost of housing right now is higher than it ever has been in history. And when you've got a lucrative crime, especially one that's rarely, if ever, prosecuted, you're going to get a proliferation of that crime. And I'd seen and heard time and again so many anecdotal stories of my fellow investors getting scammed by these people, but not a whole lot of news coverage. And so I felt that I really needed to bring this scam more to light.
You certainly did about four or 6 weeks ago, and now it has turned into an enormous issue nationwide. You're hearing about large groups invading homes, taking over apartment buildings, on and on and on. Now there's these squatter eviction teams that come around because the police won't do anything. This is a point you made. Squatters' rights minimum years: Montana 5 years, California 5 years, Utah, Colorado 7, Arizona 3, Texas 5. And that kind of makes sense. If you live somewhere for 7 years that's totally abandoned, okay, maybe you have a right or two. How all of a sudden is it that there are people who now appear to have rights and are living in homes after 3 and 4 weeks?
Well, it depends on the state. A lot of these rules change state to state. And right now there's a case going in New York that's gained some notoriety where a lady was arrested inside of her own home because she evicted some squatters that had been there for more than 30 days. And under New York statute, if they're there for 30 days, they get to stick around. And it's complete madness. And whereas other states, it takes a little bit longer to establish it. But even if you spend any time at all there, the cops, if they have a shadow of a doubt that you actually have a contractual right to be there, the length of time that you're there occupying it as a squatter doesn't even really matter. You just have to cast a shadow of a doubt that maybe, just maybe, you have the right to be there.
Yeah, so just maybe you have a lease, even as your video pointed out, even if it's a completely forged lease. How do we get to this point that really criminals, and that's what these people are, they're not squatters, they're not showing up at abandoned homes, they're criminals, they're stealing homes, or certainly stealing rent. How do they have more rights now than legitimate homeowners?
You see, Leland, that's the million-dollar question. And people are starting to get really fed up about it. And that was the point of my video, is to really cast some light and shed some light on this problem. But legislators actually are starting to take notice. If you look at Florida House Bill 621, which I invite you to take a look at, they're actually starting to, believe it or not, criminalize squatting. And they're going to try and make it a second-class felony to break into someone's house, vandalize it, and try and occupy it as your own. And that's the way it needs to be nationwide. It's gotten completely out of control, and we've gotten to that point because it's a lucrative crime that can be done by any type of amateur.
What do you make that all of a sudden now, a month after your viral video, there's a viral video of this immigrant on TikTok explaining to everybody who's coming across the border, hey, just find a house in America, especially in a liberal city, and pitch up and you're good?
I think it just really underscores just how brazen these criminals have become. And I think that squatters and criminals and scammers, they all prey on ignorance. And so this guy is actually doing us a huge favor by putting his face out there and yelling in angry Spanish to go and occupy houses, because it's going to get people's attention. It's going to get the attention of legislators. And sooner or later, one day, I am confident that people are going to get fed up enough with this BS and that they're going to actually go out and make actual rules to criminalize this type of behavior.
Well, and you've done an awful lot to let the public know what really the problem is and actually how easy it is. We didn't believe it until we saw your video, and you were, as we know, way ahead of it. George, it's good to see you. Thank you.
Good to see you again, Leland.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.